Hi. We're with, we got a fan here.
Do we have to stop?
No, I know this guy.
Get together? Okay.
This is Brandon.
Brandon?
Brandon.
Oh, Brandon. I have a girlfriend named Brandon. I think you said Brandon.
He's not my girlfriend. No, I'd rather have
No,
a...
hardly. And you're not his boyfriend.
No. It may be the right town, but no. So, as we were talking with Barbara Luna about South Pacific and her...
Not the South Pacific that I did on Broadway when I was a child.
the anniversary when you went
When you
to.
and I last saw each other, I was on my way to the anniversary of South Pacific in New York City at Lincoln Center. Okay. Matthew Morrison, the Matthew Morrison of Glee, was then not of Glee. He was playing Cable, Lieutenant Cable, in South Pacific at Lincoln Center. Okay, now cut to maybe a year and a half later when he is just this enormous success, which he is, on Glee. And now we have the opening of South Pacific in Los Angeles, which, of course, we were invited to. So we all go backstage, and I see Matthew Morrison. When I say we, I don't mean Matthew Morrison. I mean myself and my date, Jimmy. So we're backstage at the opening of South Pacific in Los Angeles, and Matthew Morrison is in there. And he says hello to me, and I go, I'm like so surprised that he would say hello to me. And he said, you don't remember me, do you? And I'm like, it's one of those moments that you want to buy back, because he was so enormous. I mean, he got to be so big with Glee that I completely forgot he had played Cable in New York. So anyway, the point is, it's just one of those moments you want to buy back, because I honestly didn't remember.
But at least he got to be remembered by a big star. At a play.
Well, he remembered me as the gal he met at South Pacific, because I was the baby on Broadway originally, and he remembered that. And I, of course, didn't remember. So I'm so sorry, Matthew Morrison, but I love you. Yes.
So, how long did that anniversary thing run?
The New York anniversary?
Yeah. How many days was that whole event?
Oh, we were there probably for 1 week. It was a lovely celebration. We had, hi.
Can I take a picture real fast?
No.
No? Okay.
We were there probably a week, but I'm from New York, so I can't go to New York without taking my dance class with Luigi, my dance teacher. I mean, I have a life there. So, but the actual activities for the anniversary of South Pacific, probably 3 days. Dinners and.
So did it have like special dinners where people paid to see for like charity and stuff?
Fundraisers?
Yeah.
Let me think. Did we have a fundraiser? I think the show that we saw may have, no, even that was not a fundraiser. But the people that happened to see the show that night were wonderfully surprised that some of the original cast members were
So
there.
how many of the original cast members made it?
Surprisingly, there was quite a few. Of course, most of them are passed. I mean, Mary Martin and Aceo Pinzo are gone, and Juanita Hall is gone.
Are those the main
original,
actors for it?
I'm sorry?
Were those the main actors?
Those were the stars of the original
Okay.
South Pacific. Here, let me show you this.
I've never seen South
Oh
Pacific.
my gosh, let me show you. When people ask me why I retired in 1989, I always say, here, let me show you why.
Why did you retire?
This is me. Think I started working young. That's Mary Martin. That's me, and that's Michael DeLeon. And this is at the recording studio with Richard Rogers and Mary Martin, and I'm sitting on somebody's lap. I'm sitting on Richard Rogers' lap. Oh my gosh. So that's why I retired.
That was the end of your career, and
No, that was the beginning of my career. That was my first job.
So, what was the last thing you did in your career then? Would you?
The last show I did, I retired in '89 after being on One Life to Live. And I called up my agent and I said, I'm done. I don't want to work anymore. Get me one job that's going to give me a vacation. And he called me 2 days later and he said, what about Australia? And I went to do the new Mission Impossible. It was short-lived. I think it only went 1 season, but what a fantastic job that was. I probably did a couple of other shows, and then that was it. In 1998, Aaron Spelling called me up and he said, you're too young to retire. I need you to come on to my soap. And it was a soap called Sunset Beach. Do you remember that?
Not a fan.
It was okay, but after the 5th taping, I said, you know what? Now I know I'm done. I don't want to read any more scripts. I really don't want to do anything anymore.
you want to be yourself instead of someone else?
No, I was always myself, but I wanted to know what it was like not to have to be on call all the time and have an agent calling me back from Europe. And it's kind of nice.
But you miss all the travel of going to different locations?
Once in a while, I miss, like I'll watch an award show and I'll get kind of all a little mushy, like I feel a little bit left out maybe. But then I go through it in my mind, reading the scripts and the this and the that.
Fighting for the role.
Fighting for the role. I don't really miss it. So I'm okay with that.
Okay. So, we'll see what happens next year and get more interview.
See you again. This
Thanks.
is 2011.
2011. We missed
WonderCon.
Yes.
WonderCon.
You say WonderCon.
Oh, that's wonderful. Why aren't you using that voice?
Watch too much wrestling, I guess.
What?
Wrestling voice. Where you get the whole. You are now going to enter the WonderCon in Mortal Kombat.
Good voice. That's a good voice. You should be using that voice. Hi.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.